So next up, we've got Els from Tisserand English. Is that right, mate? Yeah,
Yeah,
I said that
Tisserand
right.
English Gardens, that's it.
Brilliant. I'll let you do the introduction, mate.
Yeah,
Um,
so I'm Els from Tisserand English Gardens, a landscaping company near Bishop Stortford, and we are designer led. I've started a company 10 years ago, doing garden maintenance. Then we expanded the tree surgery and landscaping as well. And now we have reduced our team from 12 people to just five landscaper and my wife in the office. And I'm loving it now. Like the shift in having 12 guys and running like a headless guy, trying to make everything run to specialize in one field. It's just been the best move recently. So yeah, that's us.
I love it, mate. And you can tell through your videos on social media, which we'll get to, how passionate you are of the
Thank
industry
you.
and what you do, mate. So over the years, obviously, you've gone from having that 12-man team to now sort of 4 or 5 people. What is your strategies to sort of attract new clients? Is it designers you mainly
Yeah,
work with?
yeah. We were talking at the bar there about being designer led. I think over the years I've done my own design and I thought I was really good. I was, the 40, 30 grand job and I was like, oh, chucking some ideas and we'll do this and get creative. And it was fun. But at the same time, as we grew and as I grew, I've worked with a few designers and I can see the flair of the jobs just being elevated. Nick, you were talking about working with the designer, the Irish guy. And you know that feeling of not even working with people like him, but just people that love the industry as much as you do, but from a different aspect. And I think that really opened my eyes. And I was like, yeah, it just allows me to be a good landscaper instead of trying to be a landscaper, a business owner, and a designer as well. So, it really kind of focused my pure focus on the build. And that was a big push for our company. But you mentioned social media, and social media, I've done it out of just curiosity at the beginning. It's like, oh, let's show what we do because, like you were saying, it's very visual what we do. On daily basis, as a landscaper, we're working with so many different materials. We're doing different bits and bobs, and we're trying to elevate as well the industry
Mm.
with new materials, new techniques. And now what I see on social media is the industry's just gone up and up and up, and the quality is being driven by all of us by looking at each other's video maybe and just learning from each other. But I think that's been a major boost for me, as in not just for my company, but for my personal growth as well.
Mm.
So it just slowly working with designers, doing beautiful projects, but as well showcasing it, and that's really helped my growth, I would say. If that was a question, I don't remember.
You have got such an incredible following on
Yeah.
Instagram in particular. How did you grow your channel so well?
So I think being consistent. So you got your followers that follow you every day, as in watch your video, interact with you, and ask question, and are really curious of what you're doing. And you got people trying to help as well. I'm quite open, so if I fucked up, today was a bad day, and this happened, and I'll get an array of messages from other professionals just helping. So from that point on, I was like, this is so much fun. Like from 10 years ago when I started my business, I was alone. I was alone in my head. I was trying to make a business run. I
Mm.
was trying to put food on the table. That's why we all work every day. And I was really trying, but I was on my own. With social media, what seems, yeah, I'm literally from the countryside in France, so I'm not technical at all. I can barely read and write. So I just took a really shine for just showing videos, pictures, and just being myself on camera, and that I think that just being you really helped the growth as well.
Yeah, but it sounds like as well, it isn't just posting content and videos and photos. It's also communicating with people
Yeah.
on the platform.
Yeah,
Engagement,
designers.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, engagement, new customers. I've won work because of it. It's often I go on meetings. It's like I know you, and suddenly you don't have to sell yourself. They've watched your content for months or years, and I remember going to meetings before all of this social media, and you had to sell yourself. You had to really go, I'm capable of doing a great job, and trying to pull pictures on your phone and all that kind of, you know, really, really proving you're the guy for the job. Now you don't have to do that as much, I don't think, because I mean, let's face it, we all go on our phones. If we want to buy something, you can check the companies out, and it's just a great medium to put your work out there. So, yeah, there's so many benefits of it. I know, like, I do a lot of it, and the followings grow, and it's hard because you get a lot of people that don't like you anymore, and you get the ups and
Give
downs
you
of
smoke.
social media. But for me, it just goes over my head. I'm just not fast. Like, if it stopped tomorrow, the only reason why I would be gutted is I can't show my work.
Mm.
I work really hard at this. I just want people to appreciate it. So for me, that's a benefit of social media, I would say.
So do you get leads from social? Do you get people
Yeah.
getting in touch?
Yeah, we get leads from clients. So it's funny, we priced up a job for a client, and the email just read to me, and it was like, we followed you for 5 months. We trust nobody else to do your garden. And that's really nice. And she got a design through Pollyanna. So quite, a decent designer. And for her to reach out to us, it felt really special.
Amazing.
So far, I sent a quote. We haven't heard anything. So it doesn't matter how much we do on social
Oh.
media. We still lose the jobs. I'll be sure to chase her. But, yeah, we do get leads. We do get leads. We get a lot of time wasters as well. Oh, can you do me this? And you send them your kind of rates or things like that. And they're straight away back to reality as well. So, I think it comes with ups and downs. But the benefit for us, because we're designer led, is a lot of designers see our work. So, then they reach out to us, and we get our work through designers. So that really helps.
And I
That
suppose
really helps.
it's important for the designers to know who it is they're sending into their clients' homes. So to have that kind of quality assurance that you can see your team on socials must be really nice for them.
Yeah, exactly that. It's that confidence thing. You want a company. If I was a designer, I'd want a company that came in and made the design justice, and looks after the clients. Blah blah blah. All the rest. So I guess it's another way to showcase that we're the right contractors for them. And yeah, again, we get jobs, and I'll send it to an array of designers. I used to go and meet him, and we were talking about it earlier, but I just want to work off designs, and that relationship. I think we should talk about it, because actually that relationship between designers and landscapers is so vital. And I think it should be a hand in hand, like builder and architect. It should be such a done thing. It's just such an important relationship. So yeah, for me, it's really vital.
I just want to take it back a little bit, Els, because you make it look so natural on camera.
Yeah.
When you was first getting on camera, because I've tried it myself and it is extremely difficult when you're actually just filming yourself. What was that like when you first started doing that for people watching?
Yeah, you know what? It's the sound of your voice. Oh, I sound like a lemon. like, honestly,
that
I
me?
really sound like that. And I'm French, so at the beginning I was saying really weird words and really weird, like, backwards sayings and things like that. But I think people enjoy just being natural as well. And if you don't overthink about it, if you just, I got Jono. Jono's worked with me for years, and he does all the filming, and he'll remind me, oh,
Shout out
yeah,
John
yeah,
on the
yeah,
camera.
yeah. He's behind every day. He's there, but if I forget to do a video, he'll remind me. And that growth on social media is because of, being constant.
Yeah.
And if you want like a quick growth, you need to just do a lot of reels. So the reels are the videos that where you showcase your work, and now get a lot of foot traffic through your page. But now I'm not. I used to be really fussed about it, and you see the numbers grow, and you get a bit excited, and you're like, "Oh, I want more numbers." You get addicted. But now I really took a step back. I do my stories, and I'll just do a reel when I think
Just more
like the
natural.
content is there. And I think my followers appreciate that, and I've got, a following that is, you know, I would say probably 70% like other professionals. So we attract, other landscapers, up and coming young blokes that want to learn a little bit. So it comes in different, categories. But it's mainly blokes following us. If you look at the status on the page, but
You have to
it,
start an OnlyFans, mate.
yeah, I was thinking about it. I might make more money. I don't know. But definitely that's something I'm considering. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, it is. I love it. Like we talk a lot about, how to market yourself, and like someone else was saying, the yellow pages back in the days, or I remember paying a lot of money to be on magazines and billboards, and so the one good thing about social media and Instagram, let's say, is free.
Mm.
It's free. It's only your time. So your time that you spend on the job earning the money is just add a few minutes of your day taking pictures, videos, and showcasing what you do. So it costs nothing, and it's worth it.
Mm.
It's worth it all day long, I would say.
Did I see on your socials the other day? Did you do a partnership with Gardeners World?
Yeah, no. So we built a show garden.
Ah, how did
We
that
built
come about?
Yeah, so we're part of the APL, and the designers got in touch with us. We got recommended by a few people, and we took on the project. It was really good. It was self-funded. I don't think I'll do another show garden self-funded, because it's cost me an awful amount of money. But I wanted to really do our first show garden. We helped out other companies, but I wanted to do our first one as a company, and it was vital for my team to keep on pushing, keep on, we do really well on social media and all the rest, and the jobs are lovely. But Show Garden for me was the next kind of organic move. So we did it. And we did really well. We did really well. We walked away with Best Show Garden, Best Construction, and a Platinum medal. So, like for the first garden, we're chuffed, really, really chuffed, and hopefully many more gardens. We got something in the pipeline that I'm very excited. I can't tell you just yet, but you'll be sure to see it on social media. But yeah, I think show garden is for retention. You were talking about it again. I feel like I'm repeating a little bit what you're saying, but for my team,
Nick's the
was
OG.
amazing. Yeah, it was amazing because we all went there. We worked really, really hard to build this show garden, and we smashed it. And it brought the team together. That importance of like having your guys like work stupid hours, and I was a bit worried. I was like, are they gonna dig this or are they gonna hate it? And they loved it. The partying as we got back to the house was another story. I tried to keep five lads kind of under control. It's really, really hard. It's really hard, and obviously the Euros were on as well, and it was a bit hard. But at the same time, it definitely brought everyone together, and to walk away with what we walked away with, it was a bonus. So, yeah, I would recommend any kind of companies trying to make it in this environment, in this realm. Show Gardens, for me, are better than an award. So we've entered to awards, and I think they're great for your pride a little bit, for your team as well, and for other professionals. But the show garden rounds is like it's just so good for your company because you're doing it
Under
then
pressure,
there.
aren't you?
It's no because those awards are amazing, but with a good photograph, a good brief, and all the rest, you could do really well. If you're really busy and you don't have that, the funds to back someone to take really good pictures of the project, you probably won't do as well in awards. So I think for shows, it's really an element of what the designers are doing, what the landscapers are doing, and that again, like what I was saying before, that partnership between designers and contractors coming together and thriving for the best quality ever. I mean, the dream is to do Chelsea, and I think that should be anyone's anyone's dream as a landscaper to want to crack Chelsea. And I think more people need to do it. It's too many the same blokes, the same contractors year after year. And I'd like to see new blood, new faces. It's a few people in the crowd here that I'd like to see at Chelsea. I'd like to see some young guys trying to make it in that world. So yeah, that's my point of view on that. I'd kind of veered off a little bit, but
Um, you're obviously a really busy guy. You've got a team of 5 people that you're managing. You're also trying to probably keep your hand in with the landscaping. You're also doing the social media. How do you manage your time? How do you
yeah,
keep mental health?
I don't. I don't manage anything. My wife manages me.
Good woman.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So she's a huge part of the business. So like I was saying, I was making a joke. I can't read and write. I'm heavily dyslexic. So when I started my business 10 years ago, and I'm French as well. Wow, that doesn't help. So I needed my wife to help me, like send emails and just be kind of lady in the office. And she was working at the time, but we grew really quick. I don't know why. Um, just hard work, hard work, and I think the reason why as well we grew quick early on is because we had someone in the office early on. So having for clients to call the office and get an answer pretty much straight away on materials, like if I needed something, I called Jess. Oh, I need 20 square meters of this, or I need that. She would price it, but it was done. So customers saw efficiency quite quick for a young company. So because I'm still on the tools, and I think I always will be on the tools, uh, having that definitely help with management. So timekeeping, I get, Jess tells me where I need to be and when and how and what do I need to wear. I mean, I didn't whip this out myself. Like Jess went, you need to go, and this is your
Management and
outfit.
styling.
So
Can I marry her? She sounds
yeah,
You got a number.
yeah, yeah. For the right price. No, she's amazing. So she manages everything, and for the social media side, she used to post everything for me, and she still does the write up, just because, again, just in case I do some spelling mistake or something like that. But I do all the videos myself, and I do them at my leisure, and my jobs, we run 2 teams. We run, I would say, jobs going above 100 grand and above. Although we've got a little job at the moment, a 40 grand job that I'm loving doing. The other team's on it, but it's so easy. And it's been a while we haven't done a small job, and it's just so easy to manage. But that's another story. So those are the kind of jobs we do. So we have to be very organized, and we have those clients demand a lot from you. They demand a lot of your time, every sample drop, everything. They don't want the little square slabs, they want full slabs. They're demanding clients. So we have to be on point with keeping everything going, the 2 projects. I think for us at the moment is good, and we can manage that. I think as we grow, we do want a third team in the nearer future when things kind of blow out financially a little bit. And then I think the investment will be having someone in the office and not myself, having someone that could do the quotes and take the side that I don't like. I like meeting the customers. I like being the face of the business because I like interacting with humans, but I don't like the paperwork side. So, and I love being on the tools as well. So I don't want ever to step away from my jobs. I'll hopefully, if my body handles it, I'll landscape it into well in my retirement age. So You know, that love of creating something that always stays. So as we grow, I just want to be able to still stick to my jobs and have other teams running the other jobs. So that's
On
the
the
management side.
because I was speaking to Ollie Gregson
Yeah,
about a lot of the stuff he's doing
yeah,
recently,
yeah,
and he was saying that what he's found from putting himself out there on social media, there's a lot of people coming through on his DMs
yeah,
about working with him.
yeah,
And I think that the sort of biggest barrier we see across a lot of landscape companies is employing decent people and attracting decent
yeah.
people. How do you find that when you're building up your social profile? Do you get a lot of their messages and people approaching you?
Yeah, we do. We get so many messages. Other companies wanted to work with us, and a lot of good things come through it. A lot of brands, a lot of tools. People send us, things like that, and trying to promote their stuff. I'm quite humble, I hope, about it. I haven't sold my soul yet. Um, but again, for the right price, who knows?
Just waiting for Porsche to slap on the door.
Yeah. But you've got a few people on social media. I mean, Ollie, I love what he's doing, but he's investing a lot of money in it. So he's got a team filming, and he's gone full gun blazing at it. So it's a slight different approach to what I'm doing. But I love what he's doing because he's so honest.
Yeah, it's
And
brilliant.
if you guys don't know who he is, he's a landscaper who vlogs. I would say it's more of a vlog on YouTube. And it's worth the watch.
Yeah,
It's
it's
definitely
brilliant.
worth the watch. But yeah, I mean, like I say, you've got a few companies doing it. You've got terrible companies, like Lawns and Stripes, and a few of you will know who I'm talking about, who basically sell their soul for a financial gain because of the numbers on Instagram, and that's something I really do not want to do. My money comes from my craft, and that's what I always said.
Yeah, I love that, mate.
So that needs to remain.
Brilliant. That was absolutely excellent. Have you got one more for him?
I was going to ask if you've got any heroes or where does your inspiration come from?
I mean, Mark Gregory. I like Mark Gregory.
Yeah, Mark's a legend.
Yeah, as what he's achieved, and
But the way he champions the
yeah.
younger generation, that's what I love about him.
No, he's got something behind him. The first time I met him, I wasn't sure. I thought he was quite arrogant and quite but I guess he sits on this big, high platform. Um, but the more I've got to know him, and I've had him on a podcast, I do a podcast as well, and he basically repeated the same thing that he said to Holly on his YouTube channel, and that really broke my heart. I was like, wow, but at the same time, he's talked about it for years and years. And I've met him recently again at the Pro Landscape Award, the Summer Award thing. And he's actually a really, really nice guy. And like you say, he just wants to help the next generation. And I think, I don't know how it was before my time, but I feel like nowadays everyone's there for each other. Different companies are there for each other. You call me, you say, "Oh, I need a mixing bucket. Can I borrow it?" And yeah, borrow my mixing bucket. But having each other's back. Life is so hard. Business is hard.
Exactly.
The weather's hard. Money can be hard.
Britain's hard.
Yeah. So having each other's back, I think that is. So I think everyone's a bit of my hero, I would say. But like everyone that loves the industry as much as I do.
Love it, mate. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Els, for coming down, man.
Thank you.
You.
Excellent, mate.
Thank you.